Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to come really quick. I didn't even want to do this video, but I heard another sad story in Jamaica and it really just bothered me to know that the country has gone in the state that it is. Alright, I was born and raised in Jamaica. I left Jamaica at age 13 and just growing up in Jamaica, it had its issues just as any other country. All right. So anyways, I migrate from Jamaica and go to Miami, and that's where I lived for years before I came to Canada. My point is, growing up in Jamaica, like growing up in Jamaica, moving to Miami, being around age 17, I think that was the first time of me going back. But throughout the years, all the way up to like my early 20, like 21, 22, we know like Jamaica have the struggles. You know, you have gunman issues, you have all kind of different issues. But the issue I want to talk about is the rape issue. It's really gone crazy, like it's out of hand, and I wanted to come and tell my rape story. Now, I was never raped, but I experienced two occasions that I could have been raped, and I want to build awareness by telling my own story, because as a Jamaican, born and raised in Jamaica, the violence in Jamaica on all sorts of level has just been so disturbing. And in my way, I'm happy that God has blessed me with this channel where I can bring forth awareness. So I'm really concerned about the country. And I know that a lot of times crime is obviously something that's not new. It happens. When there's a community, when there's a country, you'll have crime. But the crime rate is just been crazy in Jamaica. These different stories, the chopping up, the killing, the gun violence, the abuse, it's just really heartbreaking. And so I wanted to come tell you guys my rape story, because when I was growing up in Jamaica, I was going to art and preparatory school. I remember at certain age, I was able to take the bus to go to school on my own and come back. And I don't know if I was around, maybe I was around 11, 12 years old, probably 11 plus or so, because I was still going to art and prep, so it must have been between 11 and 12. I remember one day coming from school, and I lived in New Haven. Okay, I don't like to put it out there, but that's where I used to live. And obviously traveling from art and prep, Hope Road, right, come through Dwayne Park. Now I'm walking to New Haven, basically almost there. I remember that I saw a young girl screaming. At the time, I'm young as well, okay? So I saw her screaming, and she's screaming out, rape, 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 rape. And I know as a young child, my dad, my mom, they always keep it real with me and always tell me to be attentive to your surrounding and what's going on. Be alert, never to be nonchalant, always be alert. So when I hear the girl say rape, instantly I start looking, and instantly, you know, I start trying to feel and see what is really going on. And she said, run, 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 rape. And good thing that my house was down the road, literally, so I never have to run for long. And I ran and I went home. And thank God, you know, that a young lady, she was almost caught in that position, and she was able to alert another young lady, which is me, which saved me till this day. And you know, these things bother me till this day. I mean, it's not always on my mind, but now thinking about Jamaica, hearing about these crimes, and I heard about a crime today that really just provoked my spirit, because women these days are getting killed because they don't want to give their bodies to men. And that is not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing if a woman don't want to give her body to a man. That's not a bad thing. But in this society and in this community, all around the world is happening. But I'm talking about my country. That it is wrong, and you can go out there and just feel right to kill somebody because them don't want to offer them body to you as a woman. That is not right. And I believe that we should all rise up in whatever way that we can. If you are another YouTuber and you're Jamaican, rise up and talk about it. If you are someone that you're on TV in Jamaica, rise up and talk about it. If you are someone that you're a leader somewhere in your community, we need to rise up and talk about it, because it's not okay for our girls to be killed because they don't want to give them body to men that is not their husbands. It's not wrong. What is wrong with that? It's sad that you have communities where young ladies are being raised and they're going to school and they don't feel protected. As I just told you my story, even this is like way back in the 1990 something, right? 1995 or something like that. But it has just gotten out of hand. Another story that I want to come telling real quick was, I remember when I was in my yard, my own yard in New Haven in Jamaica when I was growing up, and my dad is a carpenter by trade, so he's always home for most of it unless he has somewhere to go to make something, right? And I remember my dad was home and he was in the house or maybe in his workshop, and I was always in the front yard playing and stuff like that, because I'm a kid. That's what kids do. And I remember this one man, him just looked very mischievous, and he's a part of the community, but I don't really know him, but he just looked really possessed, really just mischievous. As a little girl, I wasn't really fully aware, but I was aware. I could know that there was something strange, but I, as a little girl, was so generous, so kind. So the trick that he tried to play it on me, or the bait he tried to use on me, was he came to the fence and he called me and he said, can you pick some cherry for me off a cherry tree, right? So me kind and everything, because we have a lot of fruit trees in the house. We have mango tree, we have a guava tree, we have meansberry tree, we have a lot of trees in the yard basically. So yeah, I'm going to be kind, and yeah, I'm going to pick the cherry and give to him if he wants it. Thank God that God sent my dad right on time when I was basically almost about to go to the cherry tree to go and pick the cherries, to hand the cherries to this man. My dad came right on time to just erupt whatever this man was trying to do, to erupt and to stop it. And my dad opened up the house door and basically called me. And from he saw my dad, he pulled back and went his way. And I wouldn't even want to imagine what would have happened to me if my dad wasn't there in that moment. I mean, the man would have been planning on literally grabbing me and most likely raping me. But thank God, the hands of God have been on my life from the day I was born, and thank God for parents that pray over me and a mother that pray over me, that has, her prayers has really just kept me throughout the years, being raised in Jamaica, taking the bus on my own, and living in Florida and now in Canada. I mean, the prayer of a mother is beautiful, and to know Christ is the best thing that could ever happen to you. So on my channel, I want to build awareness of these cases that's going on in the world and in my country that I was born and raised in. This has been going on for too long, and we as a community need to look out for our children, stand for our children. And when you see the man them round about all over the place in the community, and look your girl child and looking other people, girl children, bring the alert to the police, and police gonna take this thing serious, because it's too out of hand. People lose them kids for what? For what? Because they want to live a proper life. They want to protect their virginities. They want to be a good woman. They don't want to fling themselves and give themselves to men that don't business about them. We need to stand as a community and do something about this. So this is my awareness. In the name of Jesus Christ, this is my awareness. Jamaica, you have to do better, man. Something has to be done. Justice must be done. And people, y'all need to stand up for justice and stand up for rights. And my church sister and brother, let us keep praying for our community. God bless. That's my piece.